Hey guys, I'm losing light, so I'm going to go quickly on this. We're going to do the one random story tag, and for now we're just going to put up with the farting camera. It's a vlogging farter. It's the vlarder. And the vlarder shall return from whence it came. I'll get a replacement from Amazon. And pause. No vlarts this time, but it looks a little fuzzy, doesn't it? You're not drunk, the camera is. Thanks for sticking with me, you guys. We'll work it out. Okay, one random story tag, and I promised you that I would show you the picture from last month's one random story. If you didn't watch that, go watch it here because this video will make a whole lot more sense. If you did one random story tag last month and I haven't watched and commented on it yet, let me know. I've been trying to watch them all, and I'm loving them. They're hilarious. You guys have great stories. So I asked what subject you guys wanted to cover this month, and everybody said one childhood story. Some of you who have already covered your childhood story, just do another one. Childhood provides a lot of awkward moments. I'm sure there's another story you can pull from. Very quickly, the rules are, my first video of every month will be my one random story tag, and I will cover a topic that you guys chose from the list of topics below, so you guys can go there now to choose next month's. Each story should be 7 minutes or less, preferably 5, and you start out by saying a series of words or one sentence that encapsulates the whole story before you dive in and unpack it all. And as you guys know, I tried to record this vlog earlier with audio sync issues with my webcam. However, in that video I did show the picture that I promised you from last month's one random story, and now I can't find it. So I'm just going to use my bad audio sync issues to show you that picture at the end. You'll still see the picture, which is the whole point. Just ignore the speaky talky not worky parts. So this is a story all about how I got a van load full of little cotton top senior citizens to believe that my mother and possibly I were streetwalkers. Ooh, tag me in. Let's go. Long ago and not too far away, when I was darling little teeny tiny itty bitty Marie, I was never really that teeny tiny. I was like 6 feet tall in 5th grade, and people wore spandex, so I wore spandex. It was really baggy on me because I was really skinny, so I was a 6 foot tall 9-year-old wearing baggy spandex. Okay, what were we talking about? So long ago and not too far away, when awkwardly spandex-clad tiny Marie was little, my mom decided to volunteer for a local church. She had never really done this before. This wasn't a thing we do, but I think she probably, in her parenting mind, thought, I'll show Marie the value of a good deed and take her out to do some good in the community. So she offered to drive a van for a local church that had like a community of senior citizen old women. You know, the type of women that are always wringing their hands like this and they clutch their purses much too tight because they're protecting half-done crocheting projects and hard candy? The kind of ladies who are on board for any community event. So if there's like a flamenco, clogathon, square dancing seminar, they're in. So they all piled into the van, and my mom went to the front because she's the driver. Here's my mother. I should have drawn little faces on my fingers here. I think I will. I'm left-handed. This is hard. My mother might look slightly unfortunate. Alright, I'll put a bow on my head. I don't think it's focusing. It may look like a head wound, but it's a bow. Okay, there's Mama. Alright, that's accurate. Alright, my mom in the front of the van, me in the back of the van, and sprinkled between us are a bunch of darling little old ladies. So as we're bumping and thumping along to the Home and Garden turn-of-the-century dollhouse festival, all the little old ladies have their heads swiveled around to the back and they are delighting in tiny Marie, asking me questions like, what's my favorite subject in school? What's my favorite color? I'm totally into it. They all smell of warm talcum powder and sugar cookies, so I want them all to be my grandma, and I'm loving everything that they're asking of me. We're going along and having a great time. Them delighting in me delighting in them. It's a very Hallmark, picturesque, get involved in your community experience for one and all. Until, that is, it comes down to one question. So remember, me in the very back, Mom in the very front, there she is, all the ladies smiling warmly down at tiny Marie. And then one of the ladies leans into me and says, now dearie, we know that your mother and you are Christians. She didn't have an accent. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is my old lady accent. We know that your mother and you are Christians, but we have not seen you at church before. What denomination are you, dearie? And I thought about it and I was like, this is my shining moment. I know the answer to this is a really, really big word. I think about it for a minute and I don't want to get it wrong, so I decide to consult with my mother in the front of the van for the answer. So I yell up, you get to be my mom for this one. What are we again, Mom? Prostitutes? All of a sudden, all the swiveled heads were very focused on what was going on with the road and very focused on the half-finished crochet projects inside of their purses, clutching them even tighter, and the conversation abruptly ended. I knew something had gone astray, but I wasn't really sure what I had done there. My mom tried to cover my tracks by immediately going, "Protestant, Marie, Protestant!" Can you see her? Her face wasn't as happy in that moment. She was a little bit more embarrassed, I think. But I finished the rest of the ride in somewhat silence, not exactly sure what had gone wrong. Kind of seems like not a happy ending, doesn't it? But I promise you that this story has provided much entertainment through the years as I've grown up and retold this story over and over again, and now I've told it to you. And now you've earned the picture from last month's One Random Story. Remember, go watch that first or this story will be a completely out of context shot of my boobs in your face. You don't want out of context decolletators. Is cleavage ever in context? This is the unedited version. I think the one that won the spot in the bank was a distressed, kind of artsy version, but there it is in its raw form. How can I show it to you best? Here we go, zooming in. How cute is that little chick's face? He's just nuzzled right in there. We definitely were truly bosom buddies, and I'm a little bit proud of the definition in that pic too. Let me know what you want for next month's One Random Story. The options are below. If you do this tag, make sure you hashtag it, send it to me on Twitter or Facebook on my Facebook page, or even here, leave a comment letting me know that you did it so that I can watch it, and I will definitely leave you a comment as well. So that's that. I'll see you next time for Luca's birthday video. Bye!